Good morning. Today is Monday, August 9th, and it is Meet the Teacher Day. I'm so excited. I've been working on my room all weekend. This past Saturday, I had a total of 3 friends plus my husband and then myself passing back and forth both of my kids and getting everything done up here. And then we also, my husband and I came up a little bit that evening as well as yesterday, so I'm worn out. Managing a 2-year-old and a newborn, I have not had enough sleep. This is why I'm still taking the first 2 weeks off with my finishing out my maternity leave, because it is very hard to come back to work after having a baby and still dealing with late night feedings, really early mornings, really late nights. So I just am doing this for my own mental health, my own physical health, as well as for the growth and bonding time for my baby. So anyways, I look forward to showing you guys all of the new things that I've done. You can see I've got my outfit that I'm going to change into because I have a couple of hours until parents get here, so I like to come a little more comfortable just in case I'm doing some crazy work. And I would just hate to think that if I got like something spilled or dust or whatever, or just getting sweaty, I love to just be able to change right before parents come in. I also brought my toiletry bag so I can fix up my hair and makeup, brush my teeth, things like that. It just makes me feel more confident when I meet parents for the first time that I will look my best. So that's just a little tip that I do every year. I'm very excited to show you guys all the updates, and that's pretty much it. So if you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for watching, and here it is. One project that I still need to do this morning is put my little welcome gift for the kids. I'm just putting blow pops with this little sign I made, and I'm taping it to the blow pop and giving each kid one. A lot of teachers do little gift bags and like really elaborate gifts for open house, but honestly it costs a lot of money and I don't have the time or money right now. So this is something really simple, and I think that it sets up a really positive interaction for us whenever the kids come in the door. They see that they get a treat. It's not so scary to meet their new teacher, and this was so easy. Now my classroom gift is ready. Let's take a look at my room. The front door was decorated from decals that I found on Amazon. Those footprints are to help the students learn to line up. This is my small group organization and my reading nook with my reading buddies. Here are the student mailboxes. Here's behind my desk with all of my organization. And this is a wide view of the window where I'll display student work, as well as my small group table area. There's my desk with the whiteboard, the alphabet on top, the 3-drawer Sterilite containers for student storage, our calendar, pocket charts. This is the reading corner where I'll be reading with the students for meetings, and our bulletin board display where I'll be posting what we learn, the sound wall. There's more of a view of the student desks. Everything's all set and ready for open house. Is this mommy's school?
Mommy's school.
What do you think?
Mommy's school.
Mommy's school? You like it? Did you say, ooh? What do you see? Wasn't that video of my son so sweet? He's just 2 years old, and I didn't get his initial reaction on video, so I started recording after he did like this huge wow when he walked in, and he just looked up and saw everything, and he pointed to the shapes. He's like, shapes, circle, square, and it was his first time going in there. Every time we've gone up there, we've honestly gotten sitters or did a quick run inside, so he stayed in his car seat as one of us checked on the vehicle, and we made sure he was safe. So we just couldn't bear him running all over the classroom, and it was a challenge at that time when he looked around. Even though it was exciting, he was seeing the scissors and grabbing it and things like that. So he also started ripping things off of the walls, and it was a little tough to have him there. But thank God for my 3 friends that came that day. They deserve recognition right now. Their names are Ciara, my friend who has taught kindergarten for many years, and she showed up and helped. And then Saarah and Jacob, 2 young friends from my former youth group that I used to be involved with, and now they are young adults that are married and working at their own school place, and they had a free Saturday morning and just blessed me so much to have that much help, and we got a lot done. So you can see in that video while he's running around that there was hardly anything done yet. So we set up the desks and chairs, placed all of the folders everywhere, and got a lot of the materials organized. And our friend Jacob was our very tall helper that he was able to help us get my reading area with a canopy hanging. That was definitely not easy to do. I couldn't do it by myself, that's for sure. So it really does take a village to help not only moms with their children, but to help teachers get their classrooms set up, because we're doing this for everyone else's children, and just the little help that we can get to get things started, it makes all the difference. I know that a lot of amazing parents sign up during the school year to be classroom volunteers, but that help doesn't come until after school starts. And so I hope that you enjoyed watching the amount of work it took to get my classroom set up. I wish I would have started from the very beginning when I was 9 months pregnant and loading up my 2nd grade classroom. But over the summer, after I had the baby, I started seeing a lot of teachers sharing the process of setting up their classroom, and I was like, oh, I might as well chime in because I had a lot to do. And I hope that this was a great teaching experience for people who are maybe in college and looking forward to being a teacher with your own classroom one day. You can see how much time and preparation and money it takes to go into this. Go ahead and start getting storage bins and loading those things up, and you're gonna need like a room in your house to put all of this stuff in. I know that this was my 3rd classroom that I had to get moved into, and each time I've had to have like a full room in my house, a spare bedroom to put all of my things in until I could get into the room. So yeah, it's a lot of work. I also wanted to mention that the day of open house, my maternity leave sub came to open house and was so sweet and helpful to stay during open house to meet all the students, because we didn't want them to be in shock when they know that I'm their teacher, but I wasn't there the first morning. And we wanted the kids to come in and not be scared and know that this is their sub and their teacher will be back after spending time with the baby. So it was just the smoothest open house, even though it was my first kindergarten open house. 2nd grade parents are definitely a little easier to talk to because they've been there and done that. They know what they're doing. But these kindergarten parents, they have all the questions. Students are definitely a lot more shy, and my tiny room had all 20 students showed up, and pretty much almost every kid had mom and dad and siblings, and we were crammed and hot in this Florida weather. So I was so grateful that my friend Miss Patty, was walking around and answering questions for the parents as well. And I think that just for the future in general, I'm going to have to invest in just a really dependable helper to come to my open house with me, because especially if they keep me in kindergarten, having someone else to kind of help direct parents, like, go put the papers in this basket, or make sure you go get your car tag. Like, I was one person, and when one parent is talking to me with 100 questions, having another adult in there was so helpful. So yeah, just some mental notes I'm making for the future. This is year 12 for me, and I still don't have it all together. But yes, very grateful for her. Also, she stayed after open house was done, talked to me for a little bit about our plans for while she's taking over for the next 2 weeks. And then my other friend that was assigned to be my classroom assistant for the first couple of weeks of school, they always do that for the kindergarten classes. They give us an assistant to just kind of help. It helps to have an extra adult in there with like over 20 children. And a lot of kids in the school that I teach at, this is their very first time going to school. Not every child goes to preschool, and this is their first time being away from their parents. This is their first time being told to sit in a chair and to listen to an adult that they don't have a relationship with. So that assistant came, and for about 30 minutes, both of them took all of the kids' supplies, put them in those organizational tubs, and got their tables ready for the first day of school. So I was so thankful for that. While I'm checking in with you right now, before I post this video, this is actually the weekend after the first week of school, while I'm recording now, and I can say that she's already texted me and said they had a very good first week. Everything that I left for them was very easy to follow, but she was able to take the initiative and get everything ready for week 2, and just kind of relieve me of that burden of coming up over the weekend to check on the copies and if she needed anything. So I'm so grateful for that. And that just brings me to my final point, that if you are a teacher that is thinking about having a baby or currently pregnant and you're wondering about the process for setting up for your maternity leave, I would be happy to go over some of the things that I did to prepare for this. While my maternity leave was pretty short, for only the first 2 weeks of school, and then like the last 2 weeks of school before summer started, because we only had a 6-week summer, I would be happy to share with all of you how I set things up. So just please give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, so you can see the updates for when I post my next videos, and leave a comment below if you are definitely on board with wanting to see more things like this, more organizational tips, and if you have any questions at all about how the setup for my maternity leave has gone. And then if you saw anything in that really quick video of the classroom tour and you would like me to explain something, where I found it or what I did, just leave a comment below. Also, be sure to look me up on Instagram, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll walk through the fire, the sound of a